Oops.
She did it again.
I did it again. Morning, everybody. Evening, afternoon, next day, whatever it is, wherever you are. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, look at all the people showing up. Iris, first in the chat. You know what you get for that, honey? A welcome.
A thumbs up.
And a thumbs up, because that's all we really give out for that, but congratulations. Who else is here? Welcome. Greg's here. Thank you again, Greg. Very, 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 very much for
thank you, Greg,
for stepping in, being my Mary for a day.
I really appreciate it.
Did you like that? Being my Mary?
Yeah.
Being my Mary for a day. TC's here. Welcome, welcome. Charlie Grace is here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to each other.
I'm here.
She's here. She made it off the highway. Yeah. It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. So yeah, Mary made it home. Yeah, there's just a lot going on.
Mary's
kids.
not having a good week.
No.
It started last week, and it's not gotten better this week, honestly.
No, I can honestly say it has not.
It started with finding out last week my aunt died.
She did get the haircut, yes, Charlie Gray. She just got it today, in fact.
Yeah, I had this scheduled like 2 weeks out because with us being online so much, it's hard to schedule appointments, period.
Yeah.
Even though we work from home.
Yeah, it's still hard to schedule stuff.
So I had this scheduled, which ends up being a good thing because I needed a haircut because I have
summer cut,
another funeral to go to.
Yep.
On Saturday. And this one, so let me tell you this story as people are filtering in and they can catch up. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Charlie Grace.
She does look good, doesn't she?
So, as some of you know, I had to go to my aunt. I didn't have to go. I wanted to go to my Aunt Gay's funeral in Ohio. It's in Central Ohio. It's like a 5-hour trip. Mm-hmm. Maybe less when I'm driving. There's that.
Well, I wouldn't brag about that with what happened.
Yeah, really.
Wouldn't be saying that too loudly while they're working on the car.
Too late now.
Yeah. Go ahead, continue.
So, she died a week ago Monday morning. And so they had the funeral service this past Monday. So I drove in Sunday, gorgeous day, great, got to the hotel. This town that it's in is a small town. Slim pickings for hotels, by the way, and food.
Yeah, small towns. Not a lot of choice.
It was nice. I got to hook up with my cousins, her children. She's got 4 kids. That I haven't seen in a while. I think it's been since like 2015 or something when we went to the reunion.
Easy. Yeah, easy that
for a different side of the family. So, yeah, I was feeling the love. It was nice. Mm-hmm. So, I also got notice last week from an aunt I don't talk to, or I should say more properly, doesn't usually talk to me. That side, my dad's side of the family, basically stopped talking to me. And communicating. And I know lives are busy and there's excuses, but Dawn was there when I told one of the aunts when I came out years ago that I was gay, and she just had this disgusted look on her face.
So we kind of figured,
so
there's a reason they're not talking to
another
her.
Aunt got a hold of me and said my mom was not doing well. Come to find out, because I called my niece. My niece has power of attorney. So I called my niece and I said, were you ever going to tell me that she was in hospice and not doing well? Mm-hmm. And she said, your mom didn't want you to know.
Yeah.
So, because apparently it's on me that I didn't call her. It's really complicated. I don't want to get on all that, but you need the backstory a little bit.
Yeah.
So I stayed an extra night. Instead of driving back Monday after the service, I didn't want to get home in the dark. I just stayed an extra night because I didn't know at the time when I made the reservations how emotional I was going to be. Mm-hmm. So I stayed an extra night, got up early in the morning, like before 7 or something, went downstairs to get breakfast. And I noticed that my niece had called but didn't leave a message, which is never good. So I have a spidey sense about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a given.
So I called her back. It was like 7:30 in the morning, and she said that my mom had passed away early Monday morning. So, yeah. So that started my day out great. So, ate my breakfast, talked to Dawn because she needed to know what was going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Then she's like, "Are you okay to drive?" I'm like, "What?
Yeah, that was my
What are you
main
gonna
concern.
do? What are you gonna do?"
I wanted to make sure you were okay.
And by the way, we're drinking lots of caffeine today.
Thursday.
So, pieces of ice. So, I got on the road. Nice day. So I have to take toll road, 80-90 toll road to
From
get
Ohio,
home.
yeah.
To get back into my exit, that takes me up to 69, and then I can get on 94
and head home.
Through
Michigan.
And not pay
Kind
more
of
tolls.
Skirts the bottom of Michigan.
Yeah, and it keeps me from having to pay more tolls. So I'm good with that. I was 2 miles from my exit. I was, I think, in Indiana at that point.
Yeah, you were still in Indiana.
I can't remember if Miss Google told me welcome to Indiana or not.
If you were that close. You were close.
She always tells me when I enter another state.
Welcome.
About 2 seconds after I pass the sign. Yeah. But I couldn't remember if I was in Indiana because Tuesday was that kind of day.
Yeah. You were in Indiana.
I was, I think, trying to accelerate. The car was making a weird noise. It wouldn't accelerate. I happened to look in the mirror, and there was blue smoke coming out the back of my car. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
I was able to get her off the side of the road. And
that's it. I mean, that's it.
And she died.
Yeah.
5 minutes to 12 on Tuesday. And Dawn had the show at 12. So I called her real quick. I was like, ah.
And then you guys who showed up know exactly.
So
maybe, we don't know, Jennifer. We're
I
waiting to find out.
And I said, can you call the insurance company? Because I'm like, by this time, my day is not going well with the news on my mother's death. So she's like, honey, I don't really know where you are. You need to call.
It's like, I can call. I can call, no problem, but I have no idea where you are.
So that's when I kicked in and I said, yeah, I can do this. So I said, you get on with Greg. I'll be there shortly. I'll watch you guys.
Yep.
But I'll call the insurance company. So I called the insurance company. You talk to somebody who I think might have been from another country.
Maybe.
Hey, Laura Masters.
Hey, Laura.
So, while you're on the phone with the representative for the insurance company, they send you a text message.
So,
and you have to answer these questions. Hi, Chaos.
Hey, Chaos.
You have to give them can they GPS your location?
Yeah.
You have to give them permission.
Yep.
And one of the questions was, where do you want it towed to? And they were all local in Podunk, Indiana.
And
and I'm 2 hours from home.
And you're like you turned into Cher. Take me home.
Or the Phil Collins song.
Yeah, either one. Or Take Me Home, that one too. Take me home.
Yep. And I'm like,
so she asked him to
I'm 2 hours from home.
Take me home.
The other car we own, the toaster, is not highway worthy. We just do not drive her. No. She has a problem with the leaking antifreeze. Nobody can find somewhere. And yeah, not cool. Nope. So of course, MoMster was ready to
rent a car.
I'll rent a car.
We're going to get her.
But then that leaves the car.
Thank you, Mom, by the way.
But then that leaves the car in some mechanic shop that I don't know.
Yeah, 2 hours away from home.
So I'm talking to the representative and I'm like, listen, I'm coming home from and it says on the text message, due to COVID, you're not allowed to ride in the cab of the truck with the tow driver anymore. I'm on the frickin' tollway. What, am I going to call an Uber?
Yeah, ooh, there's a thought.
No.
Laura says, I would have come and got you. Yeah, we know, Laura.
I know. My friends, our friends would have stepped up. And
I'm sure half the chat would have probably driven to find you too.
Hey, hot mess. It just wasn't feasible at that point. It was like option D, E, and F, basically. Yeah. So without being a Karen, I didn't want to turn in.
So you don't have the haircut for it.
No, either, I didn't want to turn into a Karen.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I was this. Hey, Anna.
Here's the deal.
I was done. I just said to the rep, I said, I am coming home from my aunt's funeral. This is my last aunt on that side of the family.
Yeah.
She was an aunt by marriage, but she was special to me. And I said, I'm coming home from that. My car just died, and my mother died this morning.
Which was
I
all
said,
true.
I am fully vaccinated. I will wear my mask. I said, I have to ride with the driver, and I need my car towed back home to the dealership.
Otherwise, they could have just thrown you in the back of the car, but they wouldn't do that either.
And apparently, the spirit guides were like on my side that day and said,
okay.
You know, I think she might be at boiling point.
Oh, honey, woman on the edge.
I think there might be a breakdown coming soon if we don't help her out.
Woman on the edge. Sure. Don't do it.
So, thank you, by the way, Chat and Dawn and Greg, for keeping me company for an hour.
Well, she waited for said tow truck driver.
Because I kept getting updates, and it seemed to be getting longer for the time. And all I kept saying to Dawn after the show was done. And I talked to her, and I'm like, just pray that I don't get some creeper guy as a tow truck driver. Like, if there's a God, please just don't give me some weirdo to drive me for 2 hours, because I will jump out of the truck at that point.
And you lucked
or
out.
Something, or I'll push him out of the truck and drive it home myself. It wasn't a stick.
You're a woman on the edge.
I was a woman on the edge.
And you know how to drive. Oh, you do. You do know how to drive a stick, don't
you? I do, but it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
it was
good.
just a flatbed tow truck, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they have automatics. Sure. Why not?
And by this time, during the show, which you guys don't know, the battery died. Because I was charging my phone.
Hey there, Renton. How you doing, buddy?
It was
reseller.
It was all that were working anymore, because suddenly I lost sound.
You lost everything. I mean, the battery went down.
I still had power after I called you, and after I was watching the show. I still had power because I had my phone plugged in, because watching YouTube drains the battery really fast, right?
Yeah, it does. Chaos is like, he could have drove from Texas. It was, yeah, you know, he did show up though, and he was a nice guy.
So, Devin,
come to find out, Devin, yes,
and I forget the name of the tow company because that wasn't the priority in my head at that point, shows up. Now, you know how you see, you try not to judge people when you see them? But he had like what looked like gang tattoos on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On his arms.
I see what you're saying now.
Right? You try not to judge somebody, but I'm already on high alert because I don't want some weirdo. So, yeah, this has to be. He showed up shortly after I got done talking to you.
Yeah,
like within a half hour.
When we were done chatting with you, because you had to save battery in case they called you. So we got off.
Because I lost battery in the car. I lost the sound because, of course, it was feeding through the Bluetooth in the car. And so I fortunately had a pretty full battery pack that I could plug into.
Yeah.
So, and now my phone's overheating. I figured that out later.
It was very
warm.
Left it in the case.
Yeah. You're not thinking of these things when you're in crisis mode.
No, truly.
So Devin shows up, and pretty much I think he was an angel in disguise.
He seemed like a nice guy when I talked to him.
So he had to be one of the fastest tow truck drivers.
To get it up on the truck, you mean?
To like hook. And here's the other fun part. It wouldn't go in neutral.
Battery dead.
The car, not the tow truck.
Yeah. So, because, he put the key in and turned it. And
because I tried.
I think the tranny went, but I don't know.
I tried to put it in neutral and to move it a little bit, and it wouldn't go. So he figured out how to do that. He messed around. There's a little hidden button, apparently.
Yep.
Little release. And
there is.
I was thoroughly impressed. He got it to work. He got it neutral.
That's
so he
his job.
Let it. I know it's his job, but not everybody knows how to do their job.
Ain't that the truth? But yeah, he seemed to know his stuff. He seemed like a nice guy.
He got that sucker loaded up on that flatbed in no time straight. I jumped in the cab wearing my mask. And at some point, just down the road, and the first thing I said to him, I said, "Hi."
Well, good.
I said, "You're my hero."
It beats where the hell have you been?
He knew that I was coming home from a funeral.
Yeah. Oh, they
So
told him that.
They told him that. He said that, and then I filled him in the gaps, and he's like, "No problem." And I said, "And can we find a bathroom?" Priorities here, people.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pee. I'd been stuck out on the road. I was going to find someplace to go prior to the car dying. So
well, yeah, you don't want to pee on the side of the road with trucks zooming by and blowing your
my butt didn't need to be hanging out. No.
Yeah, no,
There was no place to hide.
No.
There was no place to hide where I was. And it's kind of farmland, kind of.
Yeah. So yeah, Rampage, to answer, yes, it was it's a 2017. So there you go. So it is a newer car, yes.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't have done that.
So
my take on it. Shouldn't have done that.
He drove me to the business he works for, and he's like, "Follow me."
Took you to the bathroom.
Took me to the bathroom. He's like, "Wait for me in the lobby." So did that, jumped back in, and he's like, "By the way, you don't have to wear your mask." He's like, "I'm fully vaccinated and stuff." I'm like, "Dude, oh, thank you." So he even was so nice that he got Pandora on his phone and played my kind of music,
which is nice. Kind of a calming effect. He probably wanted to make sure you didn't, have
he was
a meltdown.
Just happy that because we were first talking about music, meltdown. Like, what do you like?
Mm-hmm.
He's more of a rap kind of music kind of guy,
mm-hmm.
and I'm more like 70s, 80s, 90s, right?
Mm-hmm. Popular music.
And he's like, "Well, at least you didn't say you like country," because he doesn't really like country. And I said, "No, that's okay."
Shiwi? No, she doesn't have a Shiwi in her car for emergencies. It's a pee bottle for women.
I kind of figured.
Oh, okay, yeah. Notice I covered my mouth.
That would have been fun trying to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's in there. You just gotta know where it is. Oh, Jennifer. Go ahead, Chris. Explain.
Yeah, Chris, go ahead.
We'll all wait here while you talk to Jennifer about what that is. Think of it as like a guy would pee in a bottle. There you go.
So about 2.5 hours later, give or take time, I kind of lost track of time by the time I got back.
So yeah, I met you at the you let me know when you hit whatever.
Yeah.
I was gonna go get her a smoothie.
I already had one.
She already had one, so I'm like, okay, fine. And turned around and came back. And
Chris was, you need to tell her. I'll let her Google it.
Yeah,
chicken.
He doesn't want to get into that kind of screenshot of Chris explaining what it is.
But we had a nice conversation.
Good. Oh, hey, killed the time while you were driving. So when you went inside to drop off the car, because you went in and told them what it did, right? What did they say? They said they're backed up. Isn't everybody? I know they're hiring at our dealership, which is really down the road from us. It's like, what, maybe a half a mile down the road from our house?
Yeah, it's
not very far away.
Less than 2 minutes away.
They did not have a loaner car.
You know where they get their loaner cars from?
They rent them, I think.
Enterprise.
Yeah. So, and they used to have, like, I thought this was Signature that one of the guys from work used to go to, and they had a very old Oldsmobile something or other. I thought it was Signature. Anyway, yeah, it's a Toyota dealer, but they had this old Oldsmobile, that Cutlass or whatever, that they would, and we're talking like 80s. It's a very old car. But it was in great shape.
We're not driving that up to Grand Rapids.
No, it was in great shape. But yeah, that was their loaner car for a while. They must have just decided it wasn't worth keeping a loaner car. Well, and there's such shortages now of cars, so
yeah, like
put one to a loaner car.
Our dealership is usually packed with used and new cars, and it's got like a quarter of what they usually have in there.
Oh yeah, their parking lot their car show lot is really empty compared to what they usually pack into that place. I mean, usually you have to barely can drive down the aisles, and now it's just like pull in, open your doors wide, people can drive around you. There's not that many cars out there.
So, hey Jennifer,
good morning.
So the highlight was having a nice tow truck driver who knew what he was doing, who, could talk and have, we just avoided certain topics. We even talked about that. Like I said, I don't talk politics and religion with people because I just don't want to know. And, it's not those are like
You
cantankerous.
don't want things to de-escalate.
Yeah, I like to keep it on friendly terms. And he told me about his job and how long he's had it, and about his life, which was not easy. So I gave him big kudos for getting to where he is today. So, yeah, that was the best part.
E-Dreams is just putting out there. Thank you. She knows for sure now. I think she did. Big old butt. I don't want my big old butt hanging out.
I did not want my big old butt hanging out. There just was no private space. And plus, the semis were flying by. The car was shaking a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All the drive-by wind would have caused some spray.
Devin would have driven me home, which was like 2 minutes away. But then I realized about 15 minutes or more out from getting here that all the stuff I had, the suitcase and all that, would not have fit in the cab of the truck.
No, you would have had to throw it on.
There was a few. There was like a battery charger and stuff in there, and I was like, no, that's not going to work.
No, it's best I picked you up.
So I just had Dawn pick me up.
So now we have to rent a car probably, because I know the car will not be finished in time for a funeral this weekend.
No.
So we're going to be...
So Saturday we're going to be busy with a funeral.
Yeah, so...
And relatives.
Yeah, I can do the funeral. The relatives are a pain.
Yeah, but you're going to be my bodyguard.
I will. If anybody says anything to you, I'm going to slap them down.
No, you don't think you're going to have to. I think there's enough anger pent up that I can...
You slap them down yourself?
Possibly, yes.
Well, it's just, some butts have... Oh, well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it might be, but yeah.
A fun car, says Charlie Grace.
Yeah, no convertibles.
I don't think they have. We have two choices. Now, we're in Podunk, really, Charlie Grace. We're not in a great area.
Thank you, E-Dreams.
We're not in a great area, so we'll be lucky if we get a car that will be functionally adequate to support 3 people going to a funeral.
Yeah.
So...
Because MoMster might go with us.
Yeah, MoMster might go with us.
Because she's met my mom.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And if she feels up to it, she'll go with us.
Yeah.
So we need a big enough car for that. So, like, a sports car would be fun.
But at least I don't have to pack a suitcase.
They don't have sports cars. I've never gone by either one of the 2 rental places and seen a sports car.
Yeah, I'm going to rent a car today. After the show.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm going to invoice and stuff. So, thank you, TC.
Thank you.
I've been getting a lot of love on my Facebook page because I posted my mom's obituary last night. And I have a lot of friends that understand that we just didn't have the best of relationships. So I'm going to grieve the good parts that I remember of her.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie Grace is offering to leave now. You're good, sweetie. This is not exactly...
Thank you, though. That's so sweet.
It's sweet of you to offer, but the adventure that you want to be on is probably not this adventure. At all. Take Greg's car. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, if I had broken down closer to where Greg lives, I would have had him come pick me up.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You could have.
I have options, but I was not close to where Greg lives. I wasn't close to anywhere anybody lives.
No, she wasn't close to anything. You weren't even...
The fun part, though, so you have to pay tolls, and the driver, Devin, the toll truck driver, had said to me that he doesn't normally... He's got a big, huge area that he covers.
But he doesn't cover the toll road.
Like to Wisconsin and to the UP and... parts of Indiana and Chicago stuff, but he doesn't do toll roads. That's not how he tows. So,
fancy Camaro.
So he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to find me. And I said, "Well, you did," because I was right in front of the sign. Because, like, who ever pays attention to the mile markers they pass?
Only if the car's starting to sound funny do I start looking at them. Other than that,
if you're looking to find one,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And I'm like. The good news was I was parked 20 feet in front of the exit sign that said 2 miles to exit 144.
Yep, there you go.
So, he had stopped at the office and picked up some cash because he knew he'd have to pay a toll. And so we're driving to get off the exit and pay the toll. And I said, "Well, dude, I've got an Easy Pass in the car. I haven't paid." Because he's like, "Do you know what you got to do?" And I said, "Dude, I haven't paid a toll
in forever. because
physical toll
it's on the windshield.
in forever. I just do it online. It deducts it. Easy peasy, right?
Yep.
So he pulls up, he puts the ticket in, and suddenly the arm goes, doot. And we both looked at each other. I'm like, just drive. Because
it read your easy pass.
He goes, I don't think that's going to work because I have a truck.
Nope, it took it.
I'm like, just go.
It's
Save your 20.
Your car.
I can honestly say I don't know that I've ever broken down on the highway before.
Yeah, we have. Well, no, we didn't break down. We had a flat tire. Yeah. We've had flat tires.
Yeah.
Then in shitty weather.
Yeah.
And the poor guy had to come out and change.
Yes, like
we had road service. I'm not stupid.
This is why we pay for road service. Right.
Because I'm not crawling around under my car.
Through our insurance, we pay
during a snowstorm
extra to have a towing package.
Because I can change a tire.
I can change a tire.
We can both change a tire, but do we want to? No. So especially at this age. I can get on the ground, but I don't know if I can get back up again, kind of thing. Yeah. So, yes. So we can change the tire, but we're not gonna. So road service is a thing.
Yeah.
And we love it.
We're of the age where tow service is a thing.
And you wouldn't really think you'd need it, but we've done 2 tires on that car now. One was, we had road service come out and change it out. The other one, it went flat on my way back to work 2 years ago. And it was a huge bolt that got stuck in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
Road debris.
Well, at least I didn't see any parts and pieces on the road.
No, true.
Didn't think to look, but I don't remember seeing any parts and pieces. And I didn't hear anything fall off. It just died.
Yeah, it's easier. We're not far away from home. That's the thing. We don't do many road trips unless we're like.
And it was the good car. It wasn't supposed to break down.
That's the car that's paid for now. It is paid for, and but it still has full coverage on it, right? Because it's still the good car.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah. So yeah.
So we're a little busy this week.
Yeah.
So by the time I got home, I was just
toasty.
I was toast.
Toasty.
I was just done. I still haven't even unpacked.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not fully. No.
Oh, is that the car dealership?
I don't know.
I have to answer this.
Excuse us a minute.
Hello.
Hush. Spam. Hey, Southern Belle.
Spam.
Welcome to our channel.
That was Lisa with U.S. Tax Assistance. No. So I have to answer a call if it comes from a local.
I got one yesterday, and I answered it because I didn't know if it was a dealership or whatever.
Yeah. Who was it?
It was actually a real person. They wanted for small business.
Oh. Yeah, we have one. We don't need one, thank you.
A loan for small business.
Oh, yeah.
And I kept saying,
qualified.
No, thank you. And I just hung up on it.
We're qualified for thousands of dollars. Really? Thank you.
And it's some very generic name.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
And it's like,
no.
No. Did you see Southern Belle joined us? She saw you on the auction yesterday.
How'd I do? It's kind of tough when there's,
when you're used to 2 people.
I think I did okay. I missed her. She usually, you missed a lot of beaker opportunities.
Well, they said Tuesday's chat that I should practice while I'm stuck on the side of the road. I should practice my beaker imitations.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't in the mood to practice beaker. And I just could not do yesterday's auction. I just was not in the headspace. I feel better today a little bit, but I told her I'd do the show today, and I would talk about
there we go.
All the stuff that's been going on this short little week.
I think you've modded you now. I think you're blue. Southern Belle,
Use it.
Blue. My mouse is acting up too. I'm having all sorts of fun. Just emailed you. You can check it after the show. Thank you, TC. I will. Oh, that reminds me, TC. Should I show him?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll just send him along.
Yeah, don't. I think surprises are fun.
I think you need this thing that I'm sending you. So thank you for ordering stuff yesterday, and I will send it along with your order. Yeah. And if you don't need it, just pass it on to somebody who might need it. I'm cool with that.
Greg's been paying his taxes with Apple gift card. Oh my God. Gregory.
Yes, that Apple gift cards for sure. Maybe even Amazon gift cards. I don't know. Good God, what the things that people believe though? Was that not a scam? That actually, I think your mom did fall
Yeah.
for that.
She was going to fall for that.
Very close.
We caught her in time.
It's like, no.
On a Sunday. She was trying to find
It was
gift cards.
ransomware.
It was ransomware on her
Yeah.
computer, and she was going to pay them hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and we caught her.
Here's the key, Mom.
That's
Just
how people
turn it off.
they get sucked in.
Oh yeah. He bought some weird stuff yesterday. He bought good stuff.
Oh, did he? Well, Not just records?
He bought he picked, if you don't mind me telling people what you bought, because it is public record, I guess. He got some magazines.
Oh yeah, you said magazines. See, magazines? This is how,
because magazines are going to have to ship, priority, because they're heavier than a pound, and they're not media because they're advertising.
Yeah,
but everything else is media, so it should be fine. So yeah, so we're good. We're good. Oh, yep, your email just showed up too, by the way. Thank you.
So,
yes, drop links. Jennifer, thank you so much, everybody. You're free to drop links. No problem. We appreciate you guys for coming in, and if you can share the love with everybody and drop links, we're good with that.
And I, again, want to say once more, thank you so much to Greg for filling in for me.
Yep.
And keeping Dawn company for an hour, because she can do an hour. I've seen her do it, but
it's more fun with somebody else.
It's more fun. I like doing this with you.
Thank you. I'm glad you do.
I just didn't have the wherewithal.
No, I know. No, and I
technically I was supposed to be driving, and I wouldn't have done it anyway.
While driving.
It's just not my thing. So I appreciate, Greg, you so much for helping Dawn out. It's just easier to get through the hour if you have somebody to talk to and bounce off of. And I appreciate all of you who were in the chat Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
For checking in on me and telling Dawn to keep the show going, because until the tow truck got there.
Abbott needs Costello and Dawn needs Mary. Exactly, Charlie Grace. KS had a guy call about his Apple computer having a virus. I don't own an Apple computer, but thank you for trying.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Ooh, TC. How is
because they have every right to open media mail packages if they suspect something.
Stupid mouse. Yeah. So yeah, it's printed material, but if it has advertising, even if it's do I want to say no longer viable advertising, that you can't get the deals anymore or whatever, it's still considered not media. It's not bound printed material or recordings or whatever.
Yeah. Movies, music, books. That's pretty much
that sucks. So keep that in mind. I'm getting you the best rate I can, though. I'm doing like a
Mary stunt double.
Ooh,
Greg is my stunt double.
There you go. For sure. Oh goodness, this mouse. I'm getting a new mouse. Dawn's getting a new mouse. Eventually.
Greg, I understand the nervousness. There are days when I go get ready to do this that I'm like,
over a year. Yeah. It's okay. You did good, buddy. You were fine.
Yeah, the post office can open box in the bag. If they suspect you're using priority boxes incorrectly, they can ding you for that.
I agree that there are some things that just aren't right.
Yeah, they can open any package. It's their legal right.
Knives. Hey, Rev. How you doing, man? Yeah.
Hey, Rev.
They can also, yeah. Yeah, Greg did good.
Greg did fine.
He did. Rev's got a whole list of stuff that they're looking for.
Keep looking, Rev.
And I'm telling you, knives, flat steel files. Flat steel files. Yes, because he's trying to. He means the tool, tools. Yeah.
Okay.
Not like, files in an office. Although, unless you.
Yeah, because we've gotten packages before that were box in a bag, and they use priority, and it just we cringe because you get caught doing that stuff. They can easily fine you and stuff. So
I had one, eDreams. I had one, and I got rid of it for some reason. What I have that I lost the dongle for, here comes the damn mouse, is one of these.
Yeah, I see you like that, and I'm not.
So this is a lovely little mouse, and basically you use it like this. That's the slidey part. So you're using it with your hand in this orientation versus this orientation. So your thumb fits in there, and then your buttons are right here, and your wheelie's right there. Great. Do you think I can find the damn dongle for it? No. So I'm going to clean out my drawers that it was in. Let's see if I can find it. Otherwise, it's $17.
It might be on the floor or something.
It might be on the floor. Yes. Who knows?
Oh, TC,
Well, that's good to know, Rev. We'll keep that in mind, too.
Chris has gotten Legos shipped via media mail. Holy crap.
How?
I mean, I know they are not. I know the postal system is not necessarily checking packages, but they can and they do.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
And the other thing is, if say I shipped out magazines to somebody media mail and they open it up, the person that's getting the delivery has to pay the difference in postage. And I don't want to do that to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's a rude kind of thing to get. Media mail. Yeah, that is pretty bad. I mean, I try to get guys the best deal I can, but within the rules of, the post office. Oh, really?
See?
Yeah, it happens.
You're not supposed to.
Yep. But they have the like the envelopes that have, let me pull it up here. Hold on. So they have the flat rate envelopes, which are, one of these. And these are probably the cheapest way to get magazines to people.
Yeah.
So this is what I did. It's cheaper than a padded flat rate, so that's good. So it's probably 6 or 7 somethings, depending on where it's going. But yeah, well, not.
I mean, and
flat,
it's a privilege to be able to use this stuff for free. You get it shipped to you for free, and you don't have to pay for the boxes and the envelopes and all that stuff. So we just tried to be very conscientious of how we ship stuff. Hey, Dave.
Yeah, we brown boxes mostly too.
And we also, we buy our brown boxes because sometimes they just won't fit in a.
Yeah, priority boxes aren't the end all and be all. Trust me.
Yeah, and don't be using the padded flat rates and stuff for padding.
No. That's another thing they hate. It just raises the
every
cost
time you order that stuff, you click on their terms and conditions,
and that's where they get you.
And in that fine print is you will use this according to their rules.
Yeah, and so we agree. There we have it. We're contractually.
But TC, it's not hard to keep this stuff straight. You just know that media is for bound printed matter that doesn't have advertising, educational materials, and music and movies.
Yep. So yeah, we're trying to be good YouTube / reseller / postal.
Oh, see, and I've had that happen before too. They charge you for priority shipping, and then they sell it media.
They send it media,
and postage do.
That would bother me. That's not good. I have gotten brown boxes from the dumpster, yes, and I do recycle clean boxes and patty or shipping materials that we get. If we get something in the mail and it's clean and it's reusable, I will reuse it.
Yeah, we reuse as much as we possibly can,
and I put that in all my listings too.
As long as it's not icky,
we reuse. We try to recycle and reuse, clean.
Especially because we don't have a recycling program in our township because we're 20th century, not 21st century.
Podunk. Hey, Patrick, you saw Patrick?
I said, hey, Patrick.
Sorry, guys.
I wasn't here yesterday to do my,
And if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry.
2, 1.
You weren't. I tried it once. It didn't work for me.
It takes concentration to get this right.
Flush. Was it? Yeah, why would you need to pad a plush? The poly bag would be fine.
Unless it had a battery compartment or something.
Oh, maybe.
But then you wrap it in bubble wrap and put it.
I have never seen boxes of bubble wrap in dumpsters, but dang it, girl.
No, she said there's plenty of boxes and bubble wrap.
In dumpsters. I haven't seen a lot of bubble wrap in dumpsters.
We tend to not. We've decided that dumpster diving is not our thing since both cars are blinged out with our name.
Yeah, it always pays,
and so is a plate.
Thanks to my wife. So yeah, if you've got your name emblazoned on your vehicle,
Probably picking out of dumpsters is not a good idea.
And I think of that after I flip somebody off while I'm driving by them too. I've done that. I mean, not okay. I didn't flip anybody off, but I did not.
Did you give them the evil mom stare?
I was driving too aggressively. It was my fault. I screwed up. It was my fault. I was driving too aggressively, and then I realized after the fact that I probably shouldn't have, because they can look me up.
Yeah, like I thought of that driving.
How's my driving? Call
I thought of that driving to Ohio too. Like, oh crap, everything's on the car.
Everything's on the car.
The name, the website.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. Well, maybe you were sat on the highway long enough. Maybe we got some. You should go check the website. See if we get traffic.
I was hoping at least that some.
It's like parking a billboard out in the middle of the highway.
Hey, I gave Devin a business card. I said,
why not,
dude? If you're ever taking like a little weekend trip to this side, we got plenty of beaches. I can point you in the right direction of things to do.
Okay, I'll check it out. I mean, I'll check it out when I'm driving a vehicle that doesn't have. Oh, we got the rented vehicle. We could do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a friend with a truck. We can borrow that. Laura knows. Friend with a truck. Friend with a truck. Lots of bubble wrap. I did dumpster diving in Jacksonville. I've never found bubble wrap. I found boxes, tons of boxes, but never bubble wrap. So I guess I'm gonna have to go look again. Oh, okay. That's true.
Our friend that works for that corporation, which I'm not going to name on live,
gets us bubble wrap all the time.
Yeah,
doesn't anymore though.
Doesn't anymore. I'm like, what happened to that source?
I think we didn't go to his last party. We haven't been to a party of his in a while since COVID, and I think it's just like, well, fine, piss off. Laura knows who we're talking about, and it's very possible. No.
Yes, Patrick, it is.
She got it. She got her hairs cut.
So yeah, this is there's no hair left.
It's her summer cut.
I couldn't take it anymore. We actually last week were like had a spring weather, and then yesterday it was like July here in Michigan.
80 something.
No, it hit 90.
Okay, it was 90 something.
I think because they had a
humid.
They had a heat index warning for yesterday.
We turned on the AC.
We turned on the AC, which is still on.
Amen, sister. Because it's still warm here. It's still humid here. Michigan. It sucks.
So yeah, yesterday was July. Today is a little better. It's not as hot. But the hair and the heat, I was just like, it's got to come off. So she did the blow dry thing, and it's kind of straight right now, but
I'll have to check that out.
I will just probably let it do its thing and put a little stuff in it and let it get curly or whatever.
It's cute as heck. Cute as heck. It really is. I might have to just go talk to a few store people.
You're good at that. I think you should. After this week is over, though.
After the week.
So here's another funny.
When I get my car back and I say, "Look at that."
Here's another funny
Weird
story.
Business.
So I had to go pick up. I make a trip to the vet's office, which is like less than 5 minutes away. I make a trip to the vet's office like once a week. Sometimes it feels like I have to pick up prescription food. I have to pick up prescriptions. I have to pick up allergy meds. I have to pick up whatever.
Yeah.
Did you pick up syringes too, by the way?
That was in the package.
Okay, cool. Because
it's for the dog.
If they forget syringes, then I have to go back and get them.
It's for the dog.
It's for the dog, not
allergy
my
meds.
Drug habit.
Yeah.
I don't have a drug habit.
Not anymore. Let's start those rumors now. No. Yeah. Good. So anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, you were saying, here we go.
And now the whole YouTube community will be like, did you know she's got a drug problem and she has a drinking problem? Really?
Sometimes I dribble. If that's what
coffee is about my biggest drinking problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in the shower this morning because I thought,
there's no Baileys.
I need to be clean. So why I'm washing my hair though before I go to a hair appointment,
it's
I don't know.
It's just common courtesy.
But she washes it.
Oh, well, I guess I'm that girl.
But it was
I don't like to go anywhere with it. If I'm going to go get my hair cut, I'm washing it. I don't care if they do it or not.
Yeah.
I'm just that way.
So I realized as I'm getting out of this shower.
There you go. Craft house. There we go.
I realized that we only have one frickin' car. And I had scheduled a nail clipping for Miss Kitty, who used to be my mom's cat. And now officially is totally our cat because my mom's no longer on this planet.
The odds are really slim that she's going to come claim it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because Miss Kitty is kind of a contentious little beastie.
She has issues.
We have to give her drugs.
She has issues.
We have to give her anxiety meds, basically, before she goes to the vet.
She doesn't like to be touched. She's not I would call her almost semi-feral.
Yeah.
Because she does not like to be touched, brushed, clipped, petted, unless on her terms. She will come up and lay on you.
Well, now she's just pissed at me, so I don't
know. She don't like you at all.
She don't like me at all.
She told me all about it when I was driving her back. She's like, fuck. Yeah, so anyway.
You realize what you just said, right?
I didn't say the whole word.
I
mouthed it.
I heard it.
Anyway, she was not happy. Yeah, so she's got issues, and most of them are emotional.
We still love her.
So she fits right in.
We still love her. She's got her own personality, but I have to give her an anxiety pill before we go and take her to the vet because, they prefer not to be bit by a cat or scratched or whatever.
So she gets half. It's quarter.
I gave her a half.
It's a quarter to half for her weight.
Screw that. I'm giving her a half.
Cat's going down.
So right now she's. So I get out of the shower and I realize.
Yeah.
We have one car and we have 2 appointments. 15 minutes apart.
Yeah, literally. And the bridge is out.
And the bridge is out in opposite directions.
The quick way to get into town to drop her off and to take the cat the other way is not so quick anymore. You literally have to drive around the town to get to the other bridge that is not out.
Yeah, there's.
But then again, it's one of those drawbridges, so it goes up sometimes.
So I'm like, Dawn, you're gonna have to cancel the nail appointment for the cat. Who's
already been drugged.
I just got out of the shower, so I'm still dripping wet, and I'm like, what are we gonna do?
The drug was already put into the cat. I'm like, you just drugged the cat, and we have to cancel? What the heck?
It was a test run.
Yeah, if the cat doesn't wake up for hours, you gave her too much. So yeah.
So between the two of us, we were like, wait, you can take me to my hair appointment, drop me off. I promise after I get done and I call you to come get me, I will go get you a very good iced mocha coffee.
Yeah, baby.
Do you want it full strength or half strength? And she's like, do the full strength today.
Infuso coffee, and you bet your sweet pippy.
I've got a lot of things to do too, so I may have to just drive back there and get more. So
yes,
screw this week. So see this paper towel? I didn't know how I was going to be today.
Thank you, Cameron. Cameron says, hey, I had a cute haircut. Yes, isn't it cute? Cute?
Thank you. I think it's better to be crying from laughter than I'll probably just melt down on Saturday, but who knows?
Depends on how hard the caffeine
or Sunday.
I think more caffeine is needed.
So, yeah. So we made it work. Did you make it on time to the appointment for the cat?
I was perfect, yes. And then they're like, do you want to come in or just drop her off? And I'm like, well, I might as well go in.
Yeah,
I was going to wait anyway.
Probably a good thing you did because they had to do extras.
Yeah.
We're bad cat moms.
We're not bad cat moms. A lot of cats, if you have cats, you know that if they're not trimming, they don't scratch and wear their nails down, they will bite them and pull them off. All our cats do that. It's just a thing. And then we know, oh, we better trim. So they're biting. Well, she needed a trim bad enough that one of her curled in, and so did one of her this finger. I'm not gonna flush it.
That claw.
What is it, multiverse? So yeah, they had to cut. So she had some wounds on her pads, so they had to treat those, give her an antibiotic shot, and send her.
But the nail trimming was free.
Yeah, the nail trimming. I
earned a free nail trimming, which is why she was going in.
Yeah. We have many free nail trimmings now, and I look at how much coin they issue you a coin for every $100. So yeah, we have how many coins? 22 coins. We have a lot of coins. We've spent a lot of money there.
We're never retiring.
No, not if we have
because I'm never gonna pay off these vet bills, man.
Nope. So anyway, so she's now recuperating and pissed us out. You let her out of the cage.
Actually, so she's still drugged. Yeah. So we have one of those dual cat carriers. I got a door in the front and the door that lifts up on the top. Yes. So, depending on the cat and how bad they are, you can just lift them out or you can just dump them out. Yes. So she was drugged. I lifted her out. She didn't fight it. So the first thing she does is like, screw you. I don't even want to be near you or this crate.
Or so the bedroom. This is her room.
Jumps and falls off our bed.
Yeah.
I'm like, she didn't splat, so there was good. She goes to the screened-in door. Of course, Trevor's like, what's going on?
Trevor, the cat she hates.
They hate each other. They call their mothers bad names.
Yeah. So yeah, cat. They start saying words to each other, and Miss Kitty's like, "Let me at her."
So
Let me out.
Kitty, who's very skittish and very like, I don't want nothing to do. She's at the screen door, will not let me out.
Yeah, she wants to get out.
She won't get out of the way. I'm trying to push her out of the way with my foot. She's hissing at my foot now. She's coming right back.
She wants to take.
And she's like, I am gonna take that bitch down.
Yeah, exactly.
She's mine.
So I said, open the door. I'm like, let her out.
This is how we roll at our house.
Let's see what shit falls down here. Yeah, no, I mean, literally, I said, open the door. What can she do? She's drugged up. The worst she can do is start walking out funny. So she did.
She walked out 2 feet, saw Trevor at the end of the hallway, hissed, and ran back in. So we're like, okay,
so
fine.
I got you out of the. But I got you out of the.
Because I couldn't get out of the bedroom. She wouldn't let me out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're pretty much selling records and stuff to pay for the vet bills.
It used to be for the cat's electrolysis, but no, that's not going to happen. Just kidding. Like, pay for my cat's electrolysis. Cat hisses the postman. Oh, nice. Yeah, this cat doesn't like anybody.
She doesn't come out of our bedroom. She's never coming out of our bedroom.
Antisocial. We let the door open. We leave the door open.
Yeah, it's not that we don't try, but
they just, her and Trevor don't get along.
No.
Nope.
She doesn't like you, and she doesn't like Widget, and Widget's a sweet cat. Widget wouldn't hurt a fly, basically.
No.
Because we've had flies in the house, and
Widget won't touch them.
Widget won't touch them. So, thus she wouldn't hurt a fly. Even Trevor doesn't care.
Spiders, they don't care. They don't care. Cats are supposed to be hunters. They're not.
Our cats, our 2 girls that are in the general vicinity, they look at a bug crawling across the floor, and they're like,
they don't care.
Dude, how you doing?
They don't care.
Hey, have a nice trip.
Trevor, if all insects looked like the red dot, we wouldn't have any insects in the house. But that's all Trevor wants is the red dot.
If they glowed. Then I'd be scared, though, because glowy bugs other than lightning bugs scare me.
At night, you would be able to sleep for fear of what's in the room.
Then I could just live in the Amazon if I wanted that.
Yeah, so if it's not the red dot, the cat don't care.
Our cats are kind of picky, unfortunately.
They're spoiled. All our animals are spoiled. We get that. We understand that. That's good.
It's just the way it is.
Whatever. They are what they are. But they're ours, darn it.
I know.
So yeah, we've had some fun today. Tonight or this afternoon, it's find a rental car. And
work on my stuff for my mom's funeral.
Get invoicing out. Work on stuff for your mom's
funeral. I got to do that too.
You got some nice pictures.
Yeah. I got to do a couple more yet.
Yeah.
I realized I needed a couple more of my brother.
She went and got a board. You went and got one of those like presentation boards.
Yeah,
used for school or funerals. And she's got a bunch of pictures printed.
His fan wasn't working. Plugged it back in. Haven't heard a peep from since. Yeah, see? All right, Iris.
Okay, Iris. Thanks for coming in, hon.
Our cats, when they want pets, they tell you.
Take care, hon.
They come up and they do this. 2 of them do it. Miss Kitty and Widget. Hi, you need to pet me now.
Yeah, they do. Although she was talking. You know how much she was talking when she was in the cage and drugged up? She's a funny drunk, this cat. She's a talker. She doesn't talk a lot when she's in the bedroom. She doesn't meow or anything, but she merts. She merts. This is the noise she makes. I call her Mert because she merts a lot. She walks up, Mert. That's all she says, Mert.
She's like, hey, Mert.
Mert. So, but in the cage, she was full on vocabulary. She was talking a lot. So it was kind of interesting.
Well, she did when I brought her back from my brother's house.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is how we got that cat.
Yep. They don't. I don't know why.
My mom went into assisted living on her own free will.
Stacy May, hello.
So my brother took the cat.
Yes.
My mother had the cat since she was a kitten. Now the cat's like 11 years old. So my brother then gets a cat.
But she didn't socialize that cat.
But then my brother passed away 2 years ago. And my mom didn't socialize the cat.
Nor did your brother.
Not really. Though the cat, Ashley said that eventually the cat would like lay on top of him or something.
Oh yeah, she does.
So they want to just put the cat down or something. So I just said, I called Donna and said, I'm taking the cat home.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Jennifer. I can't get this mouse to work. Sorry.
I think that mouse is always giving you trouble.
Lately, I mean, it doesn't click. It's like I click it, it doesn't do anything. You have to almost like double click it every time you do something, or a long hold click, which might be in my settings, but I didn't change my.
Yeah, Jennifer, I'm doing the board. I went to Michael's and got the fortunately they had it and I didn't have to drive all over creation to find
boards.
presentation. So it's a trifold. So the church where the funeral is doesn't have the capabilities to do digital slideshow, which would have been so much easier.
When I go, this is how I want to do it. I want DJ, full DJ presentation.
I'm glad you're telling me this now.
Yeah, no, full DJ. There's a bunch of songs. Yeah, there's a bunch of songs I'm going to play. I have a list.
Well, we're not doing it in church to begin with.
No.
So my niece has got enough stuff to do without having to worry about getting photos. Yeah. We have the I am like the photo queen, and
you have the printer, you have the scanner, you have so you've got plenty of.
So I can I can make scans of these and get the photos to the size I need them, and I have something to cut them down with, to make it interesting. I got the Cricut, so I can put different like grandma, great grandma, and stuff on the board.
Yep.
I just need to get more pictures of my brother, because I realize there's baby pictures and stuff of me and my mom. You know, isn't this the case always?
There's never,
when you're the firstborn.
A lot of pictures.
I was basically the first grandchild on both sides.
Thank you, Debbie. That's very nice of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I was the firstborn, first grandchild, pretty much on both sides. And so, yeah, there's like a ton, there's a lot of baby pictures of me out there.
But not your brother.
And my other cousin that got adopted on my mom's side. So there's pictures of us at Christmas time and stuff like that. My brother was 3 years later, and there's hardly... There's like no pictures of him and my mom that I have.
That's weird.
It's just weird. So, and my brother
Ashley has some of those.
Well,
she might have some. Maybe.
I need to just do this because I went, anyway. And and with my brother dying at the beginning of COVID, she never was able to have a memorial service for him. So I'm putting some of his pictures on there as kind of a tribute to him too.
Yeah, because he's gone too.
Yeah, he's gone too. So it's just my niece and I.
And within,
on that side of the family.
It's been a relatively, in the grand scheme of things, a relatively short amount of time. It's been a couple of years, but...
It's been 2 years. 2 years in March was...
But still, that's, as far as missing somebody, that's a short period of time. So, okay. So there you go.
Yeah, and I've been to services where the person was cremated that was taken care of prior to the memorial service.
But your mom's not going to do that.
My mom was more religious, and so we're doing like a visitation at the church. I have to be awake at 10 o'clock in the morning at this meet and greet.
You'll be fine. I'll be there. You'll be fine.
I know. You're going to drive, because it's early in the morning. Yeah. I probably shouldn't be driving cars.
Caffeine. That's all I can tell you.
I'm just joking, by the way.
No, you shouldn't be driving. Until we figure out what your problem is. Jinxed.
She breaks cars. So, yeah, there's that. So that means we have to leave like really early in the morning to get there, because it's a bit of a trip.
It's a bit of a trip.
So,
couple-hour drive, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be up early and out of the house.
I'm ignoring you, eDreams. She's putting it in after the fact. I drank earlier. I think that applies. There you go.
So, yeah.
Ooh, maybe I should have a combination for me, combination cremation and weenie roast.
Ew.
Yeah, I know that would be horrible.
Oh, that is so gross.
That's gross. That's something to close on. It's 1 o'clock.
That is so gross.
I'm sorry. I do take things seriously most of the time.
So, yeah. I have to come up with stories from my childhood and stuff. Good stories about my mom. Yeah. Because I told the minister.
Wish her luck, kids.
I told the minister
Yeah, I know.
who, is relatively new to the area and doesn't.
I know, Chris, way too soon. I'm sorry. That was bad.
Yeah, she's like this all the time. Just roll with it, Chris. I'm just saying. I've learned after 20 years just roll with it and go, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. And then she, 5 minutes later, she says something else.
If you're offended by what I just said, wait. More things will happen. More things will be said.
So, yeah, I don't want to stand up and tell stories about my mom. So I said, I will type them up for you and send them to you, Mr. Minister.
Yeah,
and you can tell the stories.
Yeah, because public speaking is not your favorite thing anyway, right?
I don't hate it, but it's the day of the funeral. I don't want to be up there choking back whatever.
Yeah, and then still have to speak to
Yeah,
I understand
it. I know my own bandwidth. And that ain't one of them right there.
Aw, thank you, dear.
Dawn's gonna get stuffed and set at a table because you don't want to miss the party.
That's right. Have a great party when I can't come. That's the problem. Oh, great. DJ recordings of both of us singing.
I don't even like singing in the car by myself.
Yeah, we don't want people to say, thank God it's finally over. For that reason. Yeah.
I seriously, I don't even like singing in the car by myself. I tried this week.
Singing in the car by yourself?
Yeah.
How'd it work?
I didn't. I just mouthed the words because I don't like to hear my own voice.
You're in a car by yourself.
But if I sound off key and I'm just like, I can't deal with that.
Well, wait a minute. If you can hear the off keyness, can't you adjust?
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work?
It used to, but not anymore.
Because
if I sat next to an alto in choir in high school,
you could follow.
I could kind of do it, or in church or whatever,
right.
But not really anymore.
Huh.
So I leave the singing up to the professionals.
Singing and playing the guitar. There you go. There you go. All right, we got to go. Oh my gosh. What am I doing?
It's 1:02.
I hate to tell you this, kids, but
thank you for all the love today, you guys, and for understanding and for listening to my story of whoa. And car breakage.
Thanks everybody. It's been a tough week and we really appreciate everybody. So thank you.
We'll give you an update on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll fill you in for sure. One way or the other, what's going on and what's happening.
Woohoo!
So take it easy. Peace out. Everybody be kind to each other. And we will see you.
Hang in there.
Next week. Thanks again for everything.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.